Okay, I've turned 80 and I've got so much wisdom to pass on to you, so please stay tuned and hear every single word of it. So here I am, having reached the age of 80 at long last. I never thought I'd get here. I actually never thought I'd live to be past 30, but I seem to have survived, mainly through not drinking, not smoking, or not drinking very much, not smoking ever at all, nicotine or any known recreational drugs, generally swimming as much as I can in both the winter now in sunny climes and in the summer for about 4 months each year, and generally attempting to lead a good life, harming nobody, giving joy to everybody, and generally being a happy person. The hotel has been fantastic. As always on my birthday, they supply me with delicious cakes and fruit and more rose petals than I've ever seen in my life. An entire rose bush must have been defoliated in order to rose petal my sweet. I've been coming to Morocco every birthday, Christmas and New Year since my mum died in 2007. I always used to spend Christmas with her in Surrey, but after she passed on, I found it was actually nicer to leave the United Kingdom and come here to sunny Morocco, where friends send me flowers and all sorts of gifts and messages, of course, on the internet. And the other good thing about December here in Marrakesh is it's the Marrakesh Film Festival. I film an awful lot these days, and my current movie is called Three Women. You can see it, if you like, on www.threewomenx.com. It's free of charge to watch, and you will, I hope, enjoy it. Everybody's talking about it, calling it the most spectacularly successful, independent, original, outsider, different movie made in years. Three Women. I do suggest you watch it, as I'm sure everybody at the Marrakesh Film Festival has done. www.threewomenx.com. I hope you enjoy it. I also used to spend Christmas and New Year and my birthday with my dear friend Dennis Corday. Unfortunately, Dennis, who lived in Walton-on-Thames, made it to 88 years old, but then passed away, killed by Surrey Police, the CPS, and the broken British judicial system. That's more work I've got to do in my next 10 or, I hope, 20 years' time. This year I decided not to drive down to Marrakesh, but to take a plane. I flew from Heathrow, which was actually trouble-free, although I do hate airports and airplanes these days. They do stupid things like making you take your shoes off and throwing away my flask of coffee that I keep in my case. But then I get here to the glorious sunshine of Marrakesh, where I spend my time enjoying myself, waving my arms around for selfies, getting together with several friends. I have so many generations of friends here in Morocco. You have to remember, I've been coming here now for 60 years, so I have friends who have children and children's children, all living here now, all dear friends who I see every year when I come here. And my great pleasure in the winter and in the summer is reading books. I catch up on everything. I'm reading Richard Osman's brilliant We Solve Murders. I read Orbital, the Booker Prize winner, which is awful, and James, which should have won the Booker Prize this year. I read loads of books, and as you can see, I've got loads to come through. It's coming up for Christmas, and most of Morocco is actually preparing its Christmas things. There seems to be a bear theme going on at La Mamounia, which is my office every day. I spend the afternoons here on my laptop working on all the things I have to work on, be they various legal matters or various artistic matters, music matters, business and industry matters, or even just writing and preparing these occasional short bursts of A Victim Bites Back. If you're enjoying them, please spread the word and let me know you want me to continue. Meanwhile, in Great Britain, it seems all continues as normal. Not only the weather, which is generally appalling in December and January, and even quite often in November and February in my experience, but also the various assorted ridiculous scandals that are so negative and so nasty. Take the Greg Wallace situation, the MasterChef presenter. He's a very good presenter. I met him once coming out of my doctor's as I was going into my doctor's. He seemed very charming and fun and amusing. I think he's a really good presenter. And he clearly actually did say certain things to certain women of a certain age and class whilst he was presenting the programme. Now, this to me is something I don't do. It's not in my character, but I know a load of people who do. I indeed remember the era going back in the 60s and 70s when DJs, some of whom are still broadcasting, used to enjoy flashing their private parts at newsreaders, be they male or female, in the middle of a news bulletin to discombobulate them. This is the way some people behaved. I never did, I'm here to say, although, of course, I am generally regarded as a vile pervert, which actually I'm not, even though I've actually acclaimed the title vile pervert for many of my works because I rather like it. But I generally approve of people being offensive, not being really nasty, but being offensive and having a sense of humour that's a bit bawdy and crosses the line is absolutely okay with me. Humanity has really lost the plot. Things that are important, like stopping all the more murders and wars and killings going on, seem to have dropped down the list of what's important for humanity and been replaced by these silly little scandals which pop up every few minutes. I think they're about to do one on Russell Brand again, aren't they? Tim Westwood, the DJ. It really is time humanity grew up. So I shall hopefully be devoting my next 20 years, I'd like to live to 100 please, to actually trying to get humanity to wake up and start behaving like adults instead of behaving like stupid, silly teenagers, children, and people who are so superficial that their lives are guided and ruled by tabloid headlines, fake scandals, and other ridiculous silliness. Well, I go on pontificating and showing you shots of me sitting outside my suite in my private area as I take in the sunshine and relax. And if you want to hear more A Victim Bites Back various viewpoints, just let me know. Meantime, this is Jonathan King, now aged 80 years old, with 80 years of experience, wishing you a very happy Christmas and New Year, and let me know if you want me to keep waffling on about life. See you next time.